Getting out and about again. Beautiful day. So I've come for a ride into Glasgow along the canal. What do we got there? 35 kilometres in and another 35 back. Beautiful conditions, a little breezy but nothing too bad. I won't bore you with the ride along the canal, it's pretty straightforward. But when I get back, I might give you just a run through my bike setup at home and my different bikes that I've got for anyone that's a bit curious. Okie dokie, I'll speak to you soon. It's not a bad view when you get in here. There's a bit busy in there. So, yeah, lovely ride in though. It's beautiful conditions, and that's the way back home. So I'll be heading that way shortly, have a quick little snack and then off I go. Hey there. After yesterday's ride, it was a great ride into Glasgow and back. Decided to give the bike a bit of a clean up today, and yeah, gives a bit of a look at the bike setup and the different bikes we've got and ready for winter. So here goes. So this is my new Oro. It's the Oro Venturi STI Di2 105. So basically I've got the Aero carbon bike, and it's a beautiful bike. Picked it up at an absolute dream price at the end of last year. So they're having an offer on them. But it's got the 12-speed Shimano 105 Di2, which is an absolute dream. And for some reason, I seem to do this on all my bikes. I just rub my shoes on the crank there for some reason. But anyway, it's an absolute dream. Lovely bike to ride. The only upgrade I've done on it is the wheels. So I've got my nice new Hunt 45s carbon wheels, and the dream. And of course, I love the sound of the free hub on the Hunt wheels. That's just magic, isn't it? Alright, this is my Ride Everywhere bike now. Absolutely love it. It's a dream to ride. I've just recently found out that there's an app for the Shimano Di2, but it's great. You just log into it and you get the details of all your Di2 setup. The other thing I've changed is the cassette. So this comes with a 5236 on the front and 1134 12 speed on the back. I've changed that to 1136 12 speed. It was working a dream, but found the gears weren't changing as smooth. I didn't realise until after I'd used the app, and you can actually set up in the app the different cassettes you've put on. So once I put in 1136, it's I don't know whether it's changed stuff, but it just feels so much smoother now to run, and I don't have any issue running 1136 and 5236 on the front. If anyone's wondering, it works a treat. I've also set up the Di2 for synchro shifting, so it's all just done through the right hand lever, so I don't have to worry about using both levers to change. It automatically flicks it from the big to small chain ring when it's needed as you go through the gears. So yeah, it's pretty cool. It's an absolute magic bike to ride, and yeah, I love it. So show you my other bikes here. I've got my beautiful old Steely. I'll just uncover it here. And this has been through a few different changes. If I can get this cover off it. Yeah, so this is my Shogun. It's about a 78, 80 model. It's a beautiful old bike. Been through a few changes in its life. It started off, picked it up at a garage sale in Australia for $35 and put it on a just a basic little trainer. Yeah, it worked all right, and then I thought, you know what, I'm going to bring this thing back to life, so did a bit of work with it. There has been someone's custom bike at some stage, because in the top here they've gone to the trouble of putting internal cable for the back brakes. So yeah, but what I've done is I had it running for a while, changed it to a single speed, and that was all right, except my knees started to get a bit old. I didn't like the the fixed gear too much, so I then changed it, and it was a nice green colour at the time, but then I've changed it here and got this lovely blue on it now. And I've put on an Airbike 11 speed 1134 cassette. On the front I'm running a 5034, and the alloy here, that's all been hand polished by me. I took the black anodizing off it and polished her up. I think it came up all right, and upgraded the wheels to a bit more modern wheels. I had to get longer brakes. Yeah, with the newer wheels, I've had to get longer brakes, reach the rims. So that wasn't too big a deal. Yeah, so I forgot to mention the 11 speed cassette on the back. So obviously this came with, I think it was a 6 speed. So fitting 11 speed cassette in the back's obviously wider. So I've had to just spread the frame, and that wasn't too big a job. It was, took my time doing it. Just got some threaded rod. Yeah, so threaded rod here, and basically you just put the nuts here inside the frame, and then just start turning them, and it just spreads. As you're doing that, you turn the nuts around, it spreads the frame apart, keeps it nice and even. Yeah, and it's worked. I haven't had any trouble at all. One thing I did need to do, which was just a slight little adjustment on the derailleur hanger, just to line it up straight again, because it did tend to go just a little off when it was spread, but that was a pretty easy fix. But this again, beautiful bike to ride. I've kept down shifters, had to butcher them up a bit just to get enough leverage to do the whole 11 speed. But again, this string, I could ride that all day long. It's a beautiful bike to ride. So yeah, so that's that one. And then for my winter setup under here. So this is my setup for when the weather's a bit cold and wet outside during winter, when it gets a bit snowy and frosty. So I've got the old Merida. It's a beautiful bike, Merida Sculptura, 2015 model from Australia. Again, I picked this one up for an absolute steal, brand new. It's got the Shimano Ultegra Di2 on it, and that's 11 speed. So I'm running a 5034 on the front, and it's 11 speed, 1132 on the back. So it's yeah, it's not too bad at all. It's a good setup. I've got this one running synchronized, so all the shifting's done through the right hand levers. That leaves yeah, it just makes it nice and easy. So don't have to worry about the big or small chainring. It'll decide when it needs to change, which is great. But yeah, beautiful old bike, this one. Don't know I'll ever get rid of it. So I'll probably end up taking it off the trainer one day and put it back on the road for a bit of fun. But it's a bit hard when I've got the Oro, because I just love riding that. This one did me the ride across Britain back in 2022, but it's been retired now to the trainer since I got the Oro. So yeah, so I got my little workstation set up here for the indoor training. Got my laptop there so I can hook up to Zwift or Ruby, and got my little motivation up the top here. That's something that one of my old work colleagues did for me after doing the ride across Britain. So I thought that was pretty cool. So I can look up at that when I think I've had enough and think, you know what, I can do a bit more. But yeah, so this is my setup now. So I've got the bad weather on here. When a bit of nostalgia, go out in the old Steely. And when I want to just go for it. All right, beautiful bike. Now, don't worry, I haven't got it clamped in, as you can see. It is just resting there. So I'm not clamping down on the top tube. But yeah, so that's my bikes. Yeah, give me your thoughts. I think I've got a pretty good setup in here now. Not too bad at all. And then I've got all my bits and pieces here, ready for my next bike build. I think the only thing I'm missing is a frame. So yeah, always on the look. Always on the hunt for a good frame to build up again and keep me busy. Got to find something to do. All right, leave it at that, and I'll see you on the next one.